Welcome and thank you for joining us. Let's have a look at some of the functionality available in the Scope app in Oracle Primavera Cloud. Now, when we go down the app icons on the left side here, Scope gives you access to a number of different elements. So the first element that I'm going to visit is on the screen already. It's the PBS. Now, the PBS is quite often the organization for the scope items. So you'll notice I've got just 4 elements in here. I haven't put a complete PBS in here. I just want you to see how this works and get an idea of some of the functionality that is available. So what I've got, I'm manufacturing prefab sections for area 1 and 2, and then there's going to be some on-site assembly for these particular pieces. So once I've got that set up, what I need to enter now is the scope elements. So what are we actually doing? A little more detail than what's in the PBS, of course. So if I go to scope items, so what do I need to get completed for this particular project to be deemed finished? It's completed, we've produced what we should have, we've done what we should have, all those good elements. So if I look here, and you'll notice again I haven't done a complete list of scope items, but one level below the PBS is where your scope items would be. So I have got, of course, here is prefab for the prefab sections for area 1, and I've got 2 scope items. So I've got manufacture area 1 base with attachments and manufacture area 1 anchor sections. So the same thing is under area 2 as well, with the accompanying information on the right. Now, once I've got scope items in there, I can go ahead to another piece of functionality in Scope, that app, Scope Assignments. Now, when I look at scope assignments, this gives me the ability to connect the two. So I can connect work packages to scope items. So if I'm looking, for example, at manufacture base area 1, process 1, and that's what we're looking at here, I can see the work package, the scope, and the PBS. You can see the attachment across. Now, I've already done the assignment. What you would normally do is just pick the work package, you say add, and you pick the scope item that it belongs to. Now you can also, of course, make the connection to the activities in your schedule, and we'll deal with that piece in another little video clip on scheduling. So we've got our scope assignments, in other words, our connection between our work packages and our required scope has been established and connected, documented right here. So now another element you want to be aware of here is in scope, you have access to WBS. Now everybody knows WBS, work breakdown structure. You normally associate that with the schedule, which is correct. However, it also comes into play when you're looking after the scope, because the WBS should cover your entire scope. And you do have a direct connection between the elements in the Scope app and your schedule when you put it into Oracle Primavera Cloud. So we've got some WBS elements created here. Manufacturing for area 1, and you can see I've got work packages already assigned, manufacturing for area 2, and we haven't gone through and done the assignments yet, and we wouldn't have, as you saw on the screen previously, we didn't have the work packages entered yet for area 2. So you can get an idea from this just how you can use it to your advantage to track your PBS, your scope items, your work packages that are going to carry out, complete those scope items, or get them completed, I should say, and your WBS. Now, if we look at the scope, we have baselines in here as well. Well, our project is not ready to baseline just yet. Now, scope item changes. So once you baseline your project, you can track scope item and work package changes and do period closeouts. So that gives you a little bit of a look at the scope functionality. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Our contact information is on the screen. We're very happy to address any questions you might have. Perhaps you're looking for a demo that goes a little bit deeper than just the Scope app. Please don't hesitate to contact us. Thanks so much for joining us.